there, dear viewers. I'm Chloe, your host on Royal Telly, where we delve into the fascinating world of royalty. Today, we journey back to the early days of a love story that captured the world's attention, the courtship of Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex. In the beginning, their relationship was shrouded in secrecy, a clandestine romance hidden from the relentless gaze of the media. Whispers and rumors circulated, filling the void of information with speculation. Yet, in the midst of the frenzy, the couple found a haven in their shared experiences, authentic conversations, and mutual respect. When news of their relationship finally broke, it was met with a mix of excitement and curiosity. Here was a prince, once the cheeky, beloved heir to the throne, now standing as a man in love, unafraid of breaking tradition for the woman who captured his heart. On the other side, a self-made woman, Meghan, strong, independent, and unapologetically herself. Their connection was palpable, their bond undeniable. The world watched with bated breath as Prince Harry, on a quiet evening at Nottingham Cottage, got down on one knee and asked Meghan to be his wife. It was an intimate moment, a private proposal that spoke volumes about their relationship, genuine, sincere, and unpretentious. Meghan, moved by Harry's heartfelt words, said yes, marking the beginning of their journey as an engaged couple. The announcement of their engagement sent waves of hope and anticipation. A modern couple in an ancient institution, they promised to breathe fresh air into the monarchy. Harry and Meghan were poised to be a force for good, a beacon of change in a world that so desperately needed it. But as we know now, the path to love and happiness was not as smooth as it seemed. Their love story, which began like a fairy tale, soon became a battleground. But that's a tale for another day. For now, let's celebrate the beginning, the spark, the promise of a love that dared to challenge the norms, a love that dared to be different, a love that dared to simply be. Their wedding in May 2018 was a global event celebrated by millions. And why wouldn't it be? It was a fairy tale come to life. A modern-day Prince Charming, Harry, marrying his love, Meghan, an accomplished actress and humanitarian. The world watched as they exchanged vows, their love and devotion palpable even through the screens of televisions and smartphones. But as the confetti settled, the couple found themselves not basking in marital bliss, but rather navigating a labyrinth of challenges. The British press, notorious for their relentlessness, intensified their scrutiny. Every move, every look, every word was dissected, analyzed, and more often than not, criticized. The media's portrayal of Meghan was particularly harsh, with undertones of racism and sexism that were hard to ignore. The royal family, a symbol of tradition and stability, was not spared either. Rumors of rifts within the family began to circulate. Stories of disagreements and tensions filled the tabloids, painting a picture of a family divided. The Sussexes, it seemed, were at the center of it all. But here's the thing about Harry and Meghan. They're fighters. They've faced adversity before, each in their own way, and they've come out stronger. They didn't let the media define them. They didn't let the family feuds break them. They stood tall and faced the storm head on. In the midst of it all, they found strength in each other. Their bond, forged in love and tested in fire, held. They supported each other, defended each other, and most importantly, they believed in each other. Their love story wasn't just about a prince and a princess. It was about two people standing together against a world that seemed intent on tearing them apart. Yet amid all this, the Sussexes remained steadfast, their bond seemingly unbreakable. They've shown us that true love isn't just about grand gestures and fairy tale weddings. It's about standing by each other, even when the world is against you. It's about resilience in the face of adversity. It's about being there for each other always. By 2020, the relentless media scrutiny and internal pressures led to a monumental decision. Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex, under the weight of constant public scrutiny and the suffocating confines of royal protocol, made the brave decision to step back as senior members of the royal family. This wasn't a choice made lightly, but a necessary move towards freedom and self-preservation. They yearned for a life where they could serve the world on their terms, free from the restrictive royal traditions. The place they sought solace? Sunny California, a world away from the gloomy, gray skies of England. A place where they could breathe, where they could raise their son Archie and later their daughter Lilibet away from the relentless glare of the British tabloids. Their decision to step back was met with a flurry of criticism. Accusations of betrayal echoed from the palace walls to the front pages of the tabloids. But what was this betrayal? Was it betrayal of a system that seemed more intent on preserving its image than protecting its own? Was it betrayal of a tradition that stifled their voices and their ability to bring about meaningful change? Or perhaps it was a betrayal of their own mental well-being and happiness, something they were not willing to sacrifice. They wanted to create a life of purpose and meaning, where they could champion causes close to their hearts without the fear of reprisal or retribution. A life where they could be authentic and true to themselves. Their decision was a bold statement to the world. They were not just royal figures, but individuals with their own dreams, hopes, and aspirations. It was a declaration of their desire to live a life not dictated by the expectations of others, but by their own values and vision. It was a stand against an archaic system that had, for too long, placed tradition and protocol above the happiness and well-being of its members. It was a stand for authenticity, for freedom, and for the right to live their lives on their own terms. Their defiance was clear. They would not let their lives be dictated by tradition and expectation. They stood tall, ready to face the challenges that lay ahead, armed with the courage of their convictions and the strength of their love for each other. The Sussexes' interview with Oprah Winfrey in March 2021 shocked the world. Who could forget that explosive sit-down? The Sussexes, Prince Harry and Meghan, laid bare their truth. It wasn't just an interview, it was an exposé, a raw and unfiltered account of their experiences within the confines of the royal institution. They spoke of isolation and a lack of support. Meghan, a woman of color, a woman of strength, revealed the toll the royal life had taken on her mental health. She spoke of loneliness, of heart-wrenching despair, and the shocking indifference she faced when she sought help. The palace, she said, was more concerned with appearances than her well-being. Prince Harry echoed these sentiments, expressing his disappointment at the institution he had grown up in, an institution that failed to support his wife when she needed it the most. The couple also raised serious allegations of racism within the royal family, revealing that there were concerns about how dark their son Archie's skin might be. This revelation alone sent shockwaves across the globe, prompting conversations about race and privilege. The interview wasn't just about airing grievances, though. It was about reclaiming their narrative, about standing up to a system that had, in many ways, let them down. It was about fighting for the right to live a life of service, of purpose on their terms. They also spoke of love for each other, love for their son, and love for the causes they championed. Even amidst the turmoil, they found strength in their unity and their shared commitment to make a positive impact. Their courage to speak out, to expose the underbelly of an institution so revered, was a testament to their resilience. It was a call to action for change, not just within the royal family, but in our societies at large. It was a plea for understanding, for empathy, for fairness. The interview was a turning point, revealing the depth of the Sussexes' struggles. It was a moment of reckoning, not just for the royals, but for all of us. A reminder that even those who seem to have it all can suffer in silence. It was a wake-up call, a call to action, and a promise of a new beginning. Despite the controversy and challenges, the Sussexes continue to make their mark. In the face of adversity, they've shown an unwavering commitment to causes close to their hearts. Their philanthropic efforts span a wide range of areas, from mental health advocacy to environmental conservation. The Sussexes have been instrumental in initiating important conversations around mental health. They've used their platform to destigmatize mental health issues and have been vocal about their own experiences. Their courage in sharing their personal struggles has resonated with millions around the globe. In addition to their advocacy work, the Sussexes have entered the world of entertainment, striking a deal with Netflix. This venture allows them to produce content that aligns with their values and amplifies their philanthropic endeavors. It's a platform for them to tell stories that matter, stories that inspire, and stories that provoke thought and conversation. And let's not forget their tireless efforts in the realm of global philanthropy. They've used their influence to support various causes, making a real difference in the lives of countless individuals. Whether it's through their Archwell Foundation or their work with World Central Kitchen, they're committed to making the world a better place. But perhaps what's most admirable about the Sussexes is their unwavering resilience in the face of adversity. They've withstood intense scrutiny and criticism, yet they've remained steadfast in their mission to serve others. They've refused to let negativity deter them from their path. Instead, they've used it as fuel to drive their endeavors forward. Their resilience is a testament to their strength and defiance. They've shown us that it's possible to break free from the confines of tradition and chart one's own course. They've shown us that it's possible to stand up for what you believe in, even when the odds are stacked against you. Thank you for joining us today on Royal Telly. We hope you've gained a deeper understanding of the journey of Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more royal stories. Until next time, I'm Chloe, signing off.